Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a massive, completely free AI arsenal straight from Google. When I first dug into this, I realized this stack of tools is so robust, it frankly makes your standard $20 a month chatbot look like a child's toy. So let's dive right in, because this is an absolute game changer for how you work, study, and build.
Look, right now, it feels like everyone is just arguing online about who has the absolute best paid text box for, generating a pretty picture or drafting a quick email. But while all that noise was happening, Google quietly dropped an entire professional-grade AI factory. We're not just talking about a one-off tool to write your emails here. We are talking about a fully interconnected ecosystem.
And honestly, the craziest part about this whole shebang, the cost is exactly zero. Zip, nothing. It's this huge stack of tools literally letting researchers bang out a week's worth of deep, focused work in mere seconds, completely for free. Talk about an unfair advantage, right?
So here's our playbook for today. We're going to start with the free AI arsenal, move into hacking your research and study, set up your ultimate creative assistant, unlock the zero-coder stack, automate with instant marketing and micro apps, and finally, claim your new unfair advantage.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Hacking Research and Study, featuring our very first tool, Notebook LM. Okay, picture this. It's 10 p.m. You've got a massive exam, or maybe a huge client pitch tomorrow morning. You're staring at 5 chapters, 30 articles, and this dense 100-page PDF of notes, and you are just drowning. Well, meet Notebook LM, your new secret weapon. First up, you just dump all those raw notes, messy class PDFs, web links, whatever you have, straight into the system, and it instantly reads and indexes the whole thing. But let's be real, your eyes are burning at this point, you cannot read another word. So step 2, you hit Audio Overview. Bam! It transforms those dense notes into a binge-worthy, super realistic podcast. More of a visual learner? No problem. Step 3, click Video Overview, and it whips up a 7-minute animated explainer video summarizing that exact complex topic. Then, morning of the exam, Step 4, generate a complete interconnected mind map so you have a slick one-page visual cheat sheet. And for the grand finale, Step 5, an hour before the test, have it spit out a custom practice quiz based strictly on your own notes. You literally find out what you don't know before your professor or your boss does. Boom! You just hacked your entire learning process for free.
Moving right along to Section 2, your ultimate creative assistant. And the star of the show here is tool number 2, Gemini.
So Notebook LM is an absolute powerhouse for hacking your learning. But if you want to run your daily business or creative hustle without shelling out for 10 different subscriptions, you really need a central command. Enter Gemini. Now, Gemini isn't just another chatbot. It actually pulls double duty as 2 distinct powerhouses, a deeply integrated personal assistant and a brilliant creative intern. On the personal assistant side, it hooks directly into your private world, your Gmail, Drive, and photos. So you could literally say, hey, find that presentation my designer sent last month, pull the key ideas, cross-reference it with this photo of a messy whiteboard from my camera roll, and summarize the handwriting. It just gets it. But then flip the switch to creative intern mode. You can tell it to do deep, live internet research. You could prompt it to write a 1,000-word analysis on the future of the EV market, complete with cited sources and the absolute latest Q3 financial reports. It does the heavy lifting, the analyzing, the citing all by itself.
But wait, it doesn't stop at text. It also completely zeroes out your budget for expensive professional photo shoots. You can conjure up these ultra-realistic, custom, cinematic 16:9 hero images right inside the platform. Say you're building a website for a minimalist coffee brand. Just describe a matte black ceramic mug sitting in soft morning light, and boom, professional-grade image. And it gets even wilder. Google's new video generation tool, Veo, is built right in. So you can take that exact coffee image you just made, tell the AI to make steam gently rise from the mug, and push the camera in for 5 seconds in high-def 1080p. Just like that, you've replaced your videographer and those pricey stock B-roll subscriptions entirely.
All right, Section 3, the zero-coder stack. This is where we bring in tool number 3, AI Studio, and tool number 4, Stitch.
So we've got our creative assets, right? Now it's time to actually build custom apps. And we're going to do it without writing a single line of code. Tool number 3, Google AI Studio, is, well, don't think of it as a chatbot. Think of it as a custom productivity factory. You just describe your goal. Like, you type a prompt saying, I need an app with text inputs for a product name, some features, and a button that generates high-energy, Gen Z-style Instagram ad copy. Give it 60 seconds, and AI Studio builds you a real, working, functional tool. It even features this awesome temperature slider, which acts like a creativity dial. You can slide it to make the AI act like a super strict fact-based robot, or crank it up so it acts like a wild artist taking bold creative risks.
Now, the real magic of AI Studio isn't just text. It's this concept called multimodality. This is absolutely crucial to understand. Multimodality is an AI's ability to process and understand multiple types of data, seeing, hearing, talking, all at the exact same time. So using the live share screen feature, AI Studio literally becomes a live companion. You could be staring at this incredibly boring, clunky Figma design, share your screen, and just ask out loud, "Hey Studio, look at my screen. Tell me verbally 3 specific things I can do right now to fix this boring design." It's like having a live collaborator peering right over your shoulder.
But let's ground ourselves in reality for a second and see how this leads into our next step. Let's be 100% honest here. The raw, functional engine that AI Studio builds for you, let's call it the brain, is highly functional for sure. But man, is it visually ugly. We're talking raw code and basic clunky buttons. You definitely, absolutely cannot put this on a professional website.
And that is exactly where tool number 4 comes to the rescue, Stitch. Stitch is a prompt-to-UI generator. You just feed it your vision, like, hey, I need a user interface for an ad copy tool, give it a cozy, minimalist coffee brand vibe, and it does an entire human designer's job in about 5 seconds. It spits out this clean, gorgeous, fully responsive interface for your tool. This right here is the face of your application.
So here is how the magic happens when these two tools merge. This is the ultimate zero-coder workflow. Step 1, you build the logic and the backend in AI Studio. That's the brain. Step 2, you prompt a cozy, beautiful design in Stitch. That's the face. Step 3, you literally just copy that beautiful UI code from Stitch and paste it into your AI Studio engine. And the result? You have just built a world-class, fully custom, professional-grade application in like 10 minutes. And you didn't need a single ounce of coding experience to pull it off.
Which brings us to section 4, instant marketing and micro apps. Say hello to tool number 5, Pomeli, and tool number 6, Opal.
Okay, you've got your product, your website is up, your tools are built, you've done the hard part. But now you've got to market the thing and automate your day-to-day workflow without burning out or paying a fortune to an agency. Enter tool number 5, Pomeli. It looks deceptively simple, but it is wildly powerful. Think of it as an entire marketing agency stuffed into a box. You just grab the URL of that beautiful website you just built, paste it into a single box, and the AI instantly scans it to build a complete brand DNA profile. It memorizes your exact brand colors, your fonts, and your specific tone of voice. Once that's locked in, you just ask it for, say, a fall special latte campaign. And with one click, it generates a full week of perfectly on-brand social media posts and captions. It's almost too easy. Now remember at the beginning when we promised a secret wildcard tool? Well, before I reveal it, I need you to ask yourself a quick question. What is the single most annoying, frustrating, repetitive task that you deal with every single day? The one that just constantly wastes your time and drags down your workflow. Got it? Hold that thought.
Because tool number 6 is Opal. Opal is basically a no-code builder that builds other no-code tools. It lets you whip up your own bespoke AI micro apps in 30 seconds to solve exactly those kinds of daily annoyances you just thought of. Let's say you're sick of long, confusing corporate emails. You tell Opal to build an app with one giant text box where you paste the horrible email and add 2 custom buttons. Button 1, translate to simple English. Button 2, draft a polite no thank you reply. You hit publish, it maps all the logic out and creates a live app you can just bookmark and use every single day to save your sanity. How cool is that?
Finally, let's wrap up with section 5, your new unfair advantage. Look at the massive workflow transformation we just walked through in this explainer. We started by hacking raw research for an idea, moved right into generating creative assets, built a fully functional product, and then marketed it to the world. The days of juggling 10 different, crazy expensive monthly subscriptions for a video editor, an image generator, a copywriter, and a marketing tool, those days are officially over. Google didn't just hand us a shiny new toy. They handed us the keys to an entire interconnected factory. You've got a research brain, a creative studio, a web designer, an app builder, and a marketing team. They all talk to each other seamlessly. And yeah, it's all completely free. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. You no longer have an excuse. The tools are right here, they are completely free, and honestly, 99% of the world still has no idea they even exist. This entire interconnected factory is your new unfair advantage. While everybody else is out there bickering over premium chatbots, you've got the exact playbook to just bypass them entirely. So I've got to ask, if you could build your absolute dream app for free by tomorrow morning, what would it be? Get out there and build something. Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.